Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be testing my accuracy with this Polymer 80 Glock 43 that I have built. It's got the Holosun 507K on it. I'm going to be shooting this at 50 yards. I had done this test I think about 2 months ago with the Polymer 80 Glock 26, and at 50 yards on an 11 by 8 paper, I was getting about 50% accuracy. Okay, now I've already done this test at 50 yards on 11 by 8 paper with this Glock 43, and I can't hit it. Okay, so I already know that I cannot hit it an 8 by 11 paper at 50 yards, and I don't think it's the gun. I think it's me. It's my ability to control the smaller gun. To get a firm grip on it. With the Glock 26, even though it's the same size, it's thicker. It allows me to grip it a little bit more easy. This is a little bit smaller. It's a lot more comfortable for me to carry, especially if I'm sitting in the car. But when it comes to actual shooting, the Glock 26 is an easier gun for me to shoot. So, and again, this is just a matter of being familiar, getting to know my capabilities. Okay, so I'm not even saying that somebody else wouldn't be able to shoot this gun better. It's just that I'm kind of testing what I can do with the gun. I mean, I know what my capabilities are. Let's say with the Glock 17, with the Glock 19, and with the Glock 26. Like I said, at 50 yards, 8 by 11 paper, about 50% hits from a bench position. So let's test this out. Since I already know that I have such a hard time hitting and 11 by 8 paper, I'm putting this box out there, and I'm going to be aiming at the center of this box. So let's test this out to 50 yards. Alright, so I've got that box now at 50 yards. Let me just get behind the camera real quick, make sure you guys can see me. Yeah, you guys can see pretty good. So this is from a benched position. Alright, so normally I keep this in dot and circle only mode. It's got the 32 MY circle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this to dot only mode. See if I can find it. It's got a tiny button up. Instead, hold on. I actually just dimmed it rather than switching it. Okay, now I got circle plus dot. Okay, now I got dot only. All right, so I'll make it easier for me to make sure I have it centered. Get it down just a little bit. All right, 6 shots. Let's go take a look, see what I got. Actually, I believe that was 7 shots because I had one in the chamber. So, with 7 shots at 50 yards, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. And it looks like, no, actually that might have been, yeah, the bottom of the pit. So I got 4 hits, 4 out of 7. So just a tiny little bit better than 50%. Okay, so I did this 3 additional times off of camera. I just want to get a measure of this box that we're working with here. So we've got roughly 2 feet. That's 16 inches. So basically we got 23 inches by 16 inches. There's the thickness of the box. Okay, so it's basically about the width of a man's shoulders. So that's what target is. So the first time I had 7 rounds in the magazine because I was carrying it with an extra round in the chamber, and I got 4 out of 7 hits. Off camera, I went and I did it again. The second time I did it, I guess I was a little too cocky because I didn't get any hits, okay? I was probably shooting a little too fast, thinking, hey, I'm going to get at least 50% hits. I got zip, okay? So really important, to get that 50%, you've got to try hard, right? You got to make sure that that's on target. You really got to manage your trigger squeeze. You got to make sure you're holding the gun firmly, okay? Because you can definitely get 0 hits, or I can definitely get 0 hits. The third time that I did it, because remember the first ones were the ones I had circled, right? So we had 1, 2, 3, 4. The circles were the first round. Second round was no hits. The third round was the squares, right? 1, 2, 3. So I had these 3 hits, 3 out of 6 hits, right? Because I'm just filling up the magazine. I'm not putting an extra round in the chamber. So 3 out of 6 hits, and then the 4th time, again 6-round magazine. I got 1. Where are you? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I must miss that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if I try hard, I can get about 50% hits. Okay, so that's today's lesson for me, right? And again, this is, me teaching me, me trying to figure out my capabilities. At 50 yards, I can at least lay down suppressive fire from a bench position, and I have to try really hard. Okay, I can't just throw bullets in that direction and expect to hit anything. It's not like I'm hitting any, trying to shoot something at the 20 yards or 7 yards. At 50 yards with this gun, with this Glock 43, with the Holosun 507K, I have to try really hard to get about 50% hits from a benched position at 50 yards. Okay, so I know that, let's say, because I can, 50 yards is something that you can kind of judge, with your eyes. At 75 yards, I know that I really don't have a good chance of getting hits at 75 yards if I'm trying this hard just to get, 50% hits at 50 yards. So at 75 yards, I should be definitely looking for other options, okay? So yeah, that's the purpose of this test. I can see now that I can consistently get 50% hits on a man-sized target at 50 yards if I try really hard from a benched position. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're not a member of the channel, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys soon.